Yo, what is good YouTube? I'm Richie Kim, and today I'm going to be bringing you all the performance review on the brand new Nike LeBron 19 Low. Before we get started, if you all enjoy sneaker content just like this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit that bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always, starting off with the traction, the LeBron 19 Low features a very similar, if not the exact same traction pattern as the LeBron 19. And if you all haven't seen that performance review, the LeBron 19 had terrible traction, and the LeBron 19 Low, honestly, it's not as bad as the LeBron 19. I would actually say it's a lot better, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's like the rubber compound difference or something like that. But if you are playing on your cleaner courts, I wouldn't say you really have too much of a problem. You might slide to a stop here and there, but for the most part, I would say on cleaner courts, you should be okay. Whereas on your dusty courts, I mean, obviously that's where this thing suffers. It just doesn't stop at all. You're gonna be sliding to a stop like pretty much all the time on those dustier courts. However, one thing to note is there were times where I actually had really good traction even on dusty courts, and that's usually when I'd say it's like a little bit more humid. And if it's a little bit more humid, yeah, these things actually stuck really well, and it was kind of shocking. This was just something I encountered while I was testing out the shoes. So that is one thing to note. But yeah, you know, I would say for the most part, if you are playing on your average course like your LA Fitness and 24 Hour Fitness, your traction is not going to be good. However, if you are playing on your cleaner courts, you should be okay. Just know that you probably will slide to stops here and there. So moving on to the cushion, the LeBron 19 Low features a full-length React midsole with this giant air unit in the back. And what you're going to get out of this cushion is a lot of bounciness and a lot of impact protection, especially in the heel. You know, the combination of this React and the air unit does provide a lot, and I mean a lot of impact protection. And in the forefoot, you know, it's React instead of the Zoom in the LeBron 19, like the regular one. And the React is still bouncy. It feels great, provides a lot of impact protection. The only downside to this kind of cushion setup is if you like, you know, feeling very responsive, low to the ground, have a lot of court feel. This isn't that. This is very much the opposite. You just don't have that type of feedback with this kind of cushion setup. This is very bouncy and has a lot of impact protection. So this is personally not my favorite cushion setup because, you know, I like to have that court feel and responsiveness, but still this does feel pretty great on foot. And the combination of the React and the air units felt really nice. So moving on to the materials, the LeBron 19 Low features a bunch of, I guess, like synthetic materials and mesh. So up in the toe box area, you have this huge shroud, almost like the Harden 1, and it is this leather or maybe synthetic leather, and it pretty much, you know, just covers up this whole entire toe box area, which provides, you know, a lot of structure, rigidity, and it just, you know, feels more premium. Moving towards the middle of the shoe, you do have like this screen mesh material, and underneath it is some like harder material, because this little mesh right here is very flimsy. Definitely wouldn't be able to contain your foot, so they definitely have to add some kind of supportive material underneath. And then moving towards the back, you do get that same material along with more synthetic leather. I believe this is synthetic. So yeah, that's what they're using for the materials on the shoe. On the tongue, you do have a mesh tongue, and it is, I would say, like decently padded. You also have these wide flat laces, so if you do like to crank down your laces, you won't feel the laces digging into your foot. So yeah, you know, overall the material usage, I would say it's definitely not bad, but it could have been a lot better. Maybe if this was like genuine leather or something, that would have been really nice. Maybe this is genuine leather, I'm not sure actually. But yeah, you know, overall the material usage is not bad. I don't really have any complaints. So moving on to the fit, I would say that these do run true to size. I would say it's slightly narrow up in the forefoot area, just like the LeBron 18. But you know, I actually had some issues with wearing the LeBron 18 Low, but in the LeBron 19, I was pretty okay. You do feel a little bit of pressure over here, so if you do have like really wide feet, you may want to go up a half size just to be safe. But yeah, me as a slightly wide footer, going true to size was perfectly fine for me. I really actually like the fit of the shoe. The material's like pretty nicely over the foot, and you do have like a lot of padding in the heel area, and just the overall fit of the shoe. This is a half booty upper, so you do get a more one-to-one fit. So I actually really enjoy the fit in the shoe. So moving on to the support, I didn't have any issues with the support in this shoe. You do have an internal heel counter. You also have those Achilles pads right here, which just helps lock in your heel. As far as the lateral containment goes, I didn't have any issues. I felt very planted on that footbed. I didn't have any feelings of sliding over the footbed or anything like that. The materials do a great job of keeping your foot contained on there. And then in terms of the lateral movements, you do have a very wide base. You do have an outrigger. This rubber does protrude out along with the outsole a little bit to make sure that you aren't rolling over on those lateral movements. And then in terms of the torsional rigidity and stability, you do have this plastic shank that is very visible that runs throughout the shoe. And yeah, this is very, very stiff and rigid, so you're also covered there as well. I had no issues with the support in the LeBron 19 Low. The LeBron 19 Low retails for $160, and for 160 bucks, you know, I would say it's a solid shoe. If you like the feeling of very bouncy React, or having just like a full-length React midsole combined with this air unit, if that sounds like something you want, a lot of impact protection, I would say go for it. The only downside that I really couldn't recommend this shoe is that traction. Like I said, if you are playing on your cleaner courts, you really shouldn't have too many issues, just the slide to a stop here and there. But if you are playing on your really dusty courts, or like even your average dusty courts, just like at your LA Fitness or 24-hour Fitness, you're gonna run into some issues and you're gonna be sliding to a stop. So if maybe you're not the person to make a lot of lateral movements or anything like that, maybe go for it. Or if you're just a LeBron fan, or you really want to try out the low version of LeBron's signature line, I would say go for it. If you all do want to pick up a pair of these, I will leave a link for you down in the description box below. My personal recommendation is I wouldn't wear this, just because, you know, I prefer more court feel and responsiveness, and also I really need top-notch traction. But yeah, so that's just my personal recommendation. However, I really did enjoy the cushion setup in the shoe just because of how like bouncy and comfortable it is. That's pretty much it for this performance review. If you all enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below, and also hit that bell notification button so you never miss another video just like this. Also, please hit that thumbs up button for me, as it really does help me out. Also, check out these videos over here, and that's pretty much it. Until next time, peace.